I feel like today's kids though are even weirder, bro.
Yes.
Like high school, I mean, like high school. Like my mom was like subbing at a high school, bro. And she said girls were like wearing crop tops, like booty shorts.
That's a weird era to grow up in.
I would honestly, bro. I would not like to grow up in this era, especially era of music. Like low key, like there's some good artists, like new artists that are coming out, but like I feel like our high school,
just copycat.
Like that's when like Little Uzi just came out, and like he had like Money Longer or like
Uzi 21.
Yachty came out with One Night. Like I feel like that's
when Migos were actually good too.
Migos were
bro. Tell me the
spring break. Were you there at spring break?
Nah, but that's when nigga was.
What year was that?
You were there at spring break.
We went to Padre?
Yes.
I was gonna go, but I think I couldn't go.
Bro, I could have swore you were there.
Well, I mean,
what year were we talking? We're talking 20
yeah,
years.
it was kind of blurry. It was kind of blurry.
It was a good time, spring break. Dang, bro. I wish I would have gone, though.
We went to the beach the other time for that church camp. That's what it was.
Oh, wait, that was live.
Cool. Yeah, that was live. That was a fun church camp.
That looked pretty dope.
What'd you do it again?
Hey, I would do it again.
It was fun.
I would do it again.
Yeah.
I would give me a little church camp bay.
Wait, no. No way.
No, them church girls, wow.
Once they're exposed.
Nah, dude.
Once they're exposed.
Hey, I just want to let you know, George had a good trip.
I had a good trip.
Dad.
Nah, he had a good trip.
I'm dead.
No, but that's what I'm saying, though. I feel like you had redemption in college. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it hasn't come yet. It's
yeah,
getting better.
But you're working, bro.
I'm working on it.
You're working nonstop.
But,
man,
I mean, honestly, though, like, I don't know. Because you're not playing golf anymore, right?
Mm-mm.
I feel like when you're playing golf, like, what age are you right now? Going into junior?
Junior.
Yeah.
I'm my third year.
Second semester.
But it's a 5-year plan, so I'm still a junior in a sense.
So yeah, like I said, like your first 3 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like your first 3 years, I feel like you made up for like what happened in high school. Like,
yeah. Or no, I spent so much time. Like, yes, I did like get a bunch of stuff and accolades. Like I had the clout because I won a Mr. University College that first year.
That's what I'm saying.
I could have used that clout so much, but that was also my freshman year, and I was fresh into golf, and I was in that mindset like 100%, 100%. I spent all day on the golf course, which is 30 minutes away from campus. So once I left, I wasn't trying to come back. I was trying to stay out there as long as I can. So I never capitalized on the clout, on the potential clout, because I spent so much time with golf. And then by the time I realized like the golf coach lied and it was all like a BS game that he did to bring us here, I was like, man. And then it was too late. Like
that's how they're treating student athletes though.
That's how they.
That's how they're treating golfers.
Oh, okay.
He recruited with a bunch of false lies and just a lot of holes that now I think about it, like, okay, I should have asked way more questions. Or like now I see why he never
brought it up early.
Fully answered these questions or kind of beat around the bush.
Yeah.
We didn't have team practices.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What team doesn't have team practices?
Well, you figured out the reasoning or? Like,
no, he just like was unorganized and just a weird man and weird. He would like hold our uniforms and you would have to like go and beg him just to get a shirt. Like I didn't get my first like PV golf shirt from him until like 6-7 months in.
Like, that should be the first thing you get.
If anything, even if like a workout shirt, if anything, right?
We didn't get none of those until the second semester.
What?
We were the only team in there working out in just random regular gear, like whatever we had, we're just working out, and then we switched to.
I accidentally catch my belt.
No, I can take out everything, and then we had switched to Adidas the second year. He held that gear, bro. You had to like kiss up to him like crazy, like brown nose to the max just to get a shirt.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what, it's not worth it. You could, what golf course you have to beg to come to the golf course.
Yeah.
I would literally have to beg him. He always had some meetings or something, something weird. It was like, okay, if you're not having team practices, you're never at the course with the team. What meetings does a golf coach have to go to so much
wouldn't you want to win?
But the thing is, okay, so he recruits a bunch of good players. We were pretty much an all new team. Right. When I came in my freshman year, the team was pretty much brand new. Where he recruits a bunch of players, feeds them these false dreams, false lies. We win because the SWAC is not. There's only 4 teams we have to beat. So if you bring in a bunch of people who would never actually be in the SWAC in the first place, we win pretty easily if we handle our business.
Yeah.
So we win the first year, half the team disappears because they're already like fed up. So the team I came in with, half of them were gone by the end of the first year. Second year, we win again. He brings in a couple more people just to fill the gaps that got missing. Brings them in, we win again. Like it has nothing.
So you're getting rings.
Us winning, I don't know if my second ring will ever come, and I don't think he's ever trying to buy us our second ring because most of the people who won that second ring, only 2 people are left off of that second year championship ring because people were leaving, or it was either you were leaving because you wanted to, or you weren't kissing up to him enough, so he like literally force you off the team. Like he would literally keep you out of loops and not text you, or like he made so many different group messages and would purposely leave people out.
You'd be like, wait, where's blah blah blah? You know what I'm saying? Like the other players.
And then when you start asking questions, he would be like, "You play, I coach." It's like, hey bro, like I'm just trying to know what color belt I'm trying to wear. And he would get mad at that. Like, I'm just trying to match my outfit. Like, bro, it was a whole mess. And I said, you know what?
He's still coaching?
He won 2 championships, and to the people looking from the outside in, the new coach comes in, wins 2 championships.
Oh, he's the greatest.
He's the greatest. He won like SWAC Coach of the Year when he didn't do no coaching.
Damn.
We brought in this real good dude. This dude came in to be an assistant coach. This dude was better than him. Like we loved him. We were out. He was getting us out to the course. We were practicing. He had us doing yoga. Like the whole team was starting to get real good, but he was doing too good of a job.
Like fire him.
They just got rid of him. He was there for like two months, and the team was going like up. And next you know, he just disappeared, and we never talked about him again. Like this dude was really like doing some stuff to the team, but he was outshining the head coach. Head coach found a way to get rid of him.
So how do you feel about like NCAA, like that new bill that passed? You know what I'm saying, where you can make profit off your wellness and likeliness or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
I know as a golfer, it took up a lot of my time to where I couldn't have a job. Now I couldn't only imagine a D1 football player at Alabama. Like you're there 24/7.
Like that's your life.
You have no way to make money, and if you get injured, you'll never make it to the NFL. You'll never make money, and the NCAA is making what, billions off this?
Billions, bro.
Billions.
Yeah.
So you telling me you can't pay these? I get their student athletes and all that. Their colleges for the most part paid for, but you still gotta live. Just because your books and your school and your boards paid for, you need gas in your car. You need a car.
You need food, bro.
Food.
You need to eat. I feel like that's the biggest thing. Like there's players, because I don't go to university yet, so like I don't know how it works for y'all. Like the cafeteria or whatever, however that works. Yeah. Like it's a part of like the meal plan.
You don't even make the cafeteria times.
That's what I'm saying. Your practice I feel like once you get out of practice, it's like, well, I have to go study or something like that, or whatever the case may be. So like I feel like you can't even shut out like $500 or $400 or $200 a week for these players to eat, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's crazy to me.
And then you got the big name players who they're selling 1 million jerseys of, making millions. Like, okay, come on now.
Big name.
Y'all making a lot of money off my name, and I can't. Or even if I didn't want to take the money that y'all are making, if I wanted to go, like there was the kicker, I think he kicked for like Florida or something. He had a YouTube channel where he would do UCF, yeah.
Destroying,
yeah, that's a homie.
Kicking footballs, doing cool stuff, started making money off of YouTube, something totally different and separate. Took his whole scholarship, couldn't play no more. Like he's making his own money just because, yes, he's a kicker. He should be allowed to make kicking videos.
And the crazy thing is, like, if he would have obeyed the NCAA, right, you know, the rules and everything, he would be in the league right now. Like, I feel like he's pretty good.
That's another thing too.
But like, he's not getting that opportunity.
Yeah. Now he's really just making videos to just get people to see him actually.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No one's. I don't feel like no NFL team. He doesn't have that tenured of the NCAA.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like no real team's gonna actually be like, okay, let's see what you got, type of thing. You know?
Yeah. College football is different, but like if you see in college basketball, NCAA is becoming a lot less necessary. Like you can work around the NCAA. Like the dude from Memphis he freshman year played five games.
And
maybe
he's like, oh, I'm gonna sit out for the rest.
And he's still gonna go 1, 2, or 3.
He got suspended X amount of games. You know the story?
Wow.
So basically, Penny Hardaway is the head coach at Memphis. So basically, he used to play on the AAU team for Penny Hardaway, and so Penny paid for his family in high school. pay for his family to move to Memphis, so they could be with him, right? Because obviously, I don't think they could afford to move over or whatever, and so the NCAA found that out and considered that as bribing, because Penny later became a high school head coach, then later became the Memphis head coach. So I guess they found that as a bribe, like for the future. For recruiting, Well, you know what I'm saying. But really, I don't really think it was that was the case. But so I guess he just shut it down. He's like, I'm just gonna go to the draft because he was suspended for I forgot how many amounts of games.
15 games and had to pay money.
And
back.
He had to.
But where is he gonna get the money from if he doesn't get paid and he has to play and practice?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Where are you gonna get? It was like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it was like thousands.
Where is he gonna get thousands of dollars from if he's at practice, doing workouts, recovering, studying?
Yeah. And it makes sense. Go get an agent, make money.
Dude.
And he's still going 1, 2, or 3.
It says he's like, looks like he's going to go number 1 or number 2 at least. So, I mean.
LaMelo Ball,
LaMelo Ball.
Hey, low-key, I want LaMelo to go 1. Actually, I want the Pelicans to tank. So that way they can get LaMelo.
Yeah, that's too many people.
Nah, dog.
They got too many guards. They got too many guards.
Bro. You got to get.
Because once Zion's back, bro, because once Zion's back,
Zion's going to run the power forward.
I want Zion to sit out this whole year.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But once Zion's back, bro, not even Lonzo's going to be relevant, honestly. They're already talking about it.
What you mean, though? Because I feel like they're going to run Zion as a forward.
Well, yeah, it's not even that. Like, I mean, it's the half-court game is really comes down to. Because the only thing I'm all for Lonzo, but even though, like, if you're talking, he literally just outlets all the time. He's not really, like, when you're playing a half-court game, it's not really, he doesn't really flow that well.
Not
he just goes
productive.
Yeah, exactly. He's just off the fast breaks. That's where he's truly effective. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's when it comes down to it, when you especially have Zion, and once Zion's back, Brandon Ingram's going to be his number 1 person.
Brandon Ingram was cold. I wish the Lakers would have kept Ingram because I think he was the best. Kuzma is a bust.
Yeah.
I feel like Kuzma.
It's pretty close.
Sorry, Savon, bro. I feel like Kuzma has just so much hype around him. I feel like all the bright lights are like outshining his flaws, which is I think are a lot of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's gonna be an all-star. You think he's gonna be an all-star?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
He hasn't done anything. He's been injured.
Yeah, and being injured don't help either. It doesn't.
Yeah. Do you think what's his name? The little brother.
LiAngelo. Who are we talking about? LaMelo.
You think he's better than?
Bro, LaMelo's cold. LaMelo is cold. He is cold. He can score better than Lonzo. He can shoot better than Lonzo.
Pass.
He can dribble, pass. He can do all of that better than Lonzo.
I mean, damn, yeah. I mean, I've been following Lonzo for a long time. As long as I can remember, at least past 4 years now. Like, the first video I ever watched was him, and then LaMelo was like this little short-ass dude with...
LaMelo grew like 6 inches in a year.
He's 6'7" now, I think.
He went from like 6'2" to 6'7", like that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I still feel like Lonzo's better, but here's this thing though. He's not helping my case at all.
That's where we part ways.
Based on what he's been doing, even ever since he came off the injury list or whatever you call it, he has not been helping my case whatsoever. Like I'm starting to think he's a bust too.
So you think they're gonna keep him like for long term?
I think he's just gonna be a bench player, bro. I think he's a bust because he went number 2. He's not performing like a number 2. But number 2.
Who won that year, Fultz?
Yeah.
Look at Fultz, dog.
that
actually,
year.
Loki, he's like he found a shot at.
What about D Rose, bro?
D Rose is coming back.
He's resurrected though.
Imagine if D Rose would have never got injured.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's cold.
If he had never got injured,
he was the youngest MVP ever, right?
Oh, bro, yeah, he's still the youngest MVP ever.
Dang, bro, yeah, I just because he tore his ACL back to back or back to back.
I think it was back to back.
Damn.
Bro, yeah, I really feel like if he never got injured, it's just he's so explosive, bro. But like, it's not. That's just in his nature. But that's really what caused him to get hurt.
But what about Westbrook? Westbrook is explosive.
No, D Rose is different though. D Rose is different.
D Rose finishes like oh my goodness. D Rose finishes up like just so softly at the rim. Like he'll explosive, just go all the way there and just nice and easy, you know. And like he'll stop on a dime just to pull up.
Dime.
Yeah, I mean I'm not gonna lie. Westbrook's good, but the Rockets aren't using him right at all. They really aren't.
How can you use Westbrook right?
He got Harden.
Unless
clearly nobody's been able to use him right.
Yeah, I mean, when he was on the Thunder, I mean, yeah, he was good, but that's because he was the only player they had. So I mean, yeah, of course he's gonna shine. Yeah.
How do you use Westbrook in a team situation? Which you in this day and age, you need team basketball to win. You can't win without team basketball.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to.
Shout out the Warriors that just died off that quick. I never even got to see him. I went to see him one time and just Warriors gone. Just like that.
Yeah.
Curry just sucked all of a sudden. What he had a hand injury.
Bro.
He's like
Clay
Clay
gonna go to LA.
Yeah.
Clay's going to LA next year. Watch.
But you mean he just signed like a
He just
$5
signed?
million or 5 year like something
What?
$1 million contract?
Oh,
Yeah, they extended.
I thought that was coming up.
I'm tired of Draymond, bro. I'm so tired of that dude.
I know, like,
And that's because I was cheering for that dude back in Michigan State when he was on the come up, bro. Like I've been cheering for that dude for a long time, and just because of his attitude, he's a good player, but I can never see.
He's the reason KD left.
I can never see him go one drive or one play without saying something, bro.
so you're saying
like
after that first ring, you can kind of tell, like.
Yeah, no, not even just him. Everybody flipped, bro. Even Steph Curry, I think, flipped too. Like, I mean, of course, that's confidence you get when it comes to winning quite a few rings, but like, I feel like they just took. Cause I wasn't following Curry for that long, but I was a fan of Steph Curry, but like, cause he came from humble beginnings and like he was short as hell. He was not supposed to be the player that he is now at all.
Yeah.
But like ever since he won like his first 2 rings or something like that, he kind of just flipped on me. I kind of saw like some true cockiness in that dude. I was like, nah, bro.
He got real cocky.
Yeah, like real cocky.
I feel like Curry like really introduced to the.
No, yeah, he changed the game.
He
changed the game, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I respect Curry
changed
because
the
he
game.
changed the game for like just long range
Shooting wise, like
like you know
just spacing, bro.
Move
Spacing,
fast
bro.
and shoot.
Like
Yeah.
you're having defenses move up to play further up
Yeah.
just because you had Trae Young replicating that, and
Trae Young is wild.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
kind of
guy.
doubted him, but he's actually
Trae
proving people
Young
wrong,
is
bro.
wild.
He is. Like I just saw some on Twitter. He had scored at least over 30 points these past 4 games, but he hadn't won. They've gone 0-4 the past 4
You gotta
games.
put him on the right team.
But yeah,
Say
but
it, dog.
he's been scoring like nobody's business, so it's kind of crazy to see that, like
That's
how it unfolded. But
That's crazy.
yeah, but yeah, fuck you.
Because you're a Laker fan.
I'm a Lakers fan. We're looking good. We lost the last 3 games. LeBron didn't start last night.
He's playing so crazy for how old he is, man.
Bro, honestly,
I feel like he's playing like in his 20s right now. Like
Because
honestly,
he's just like, he just makes the right moves.
he's
do
picking
too
and
much.
choosing the perfect times when to make an impact.
I feel
Like he's not just
he's
like
picking and
throwing.
choosing
He's not just
his
he's not just throwing his
yeah.
body like he used to.
Now he has a lot of help.
'Cause
Like,
on my-
Lakers have a squad.
Yeah, like when he was at Miami, bro. Like remember how like big, like bulky he was, right? So he
Yeah.
would just throw his body around, and I don't think that's just.
I mean, yeah, and even then, like Chris Bosh, like he was a big guy, but like he wasn't really. I mean, based on what I've seen, he wasn't really helping like the rebounding game too much. Besides, I mean, they had Haslam. And then Birdman. That's so much. But Birdman came in when they brought him in, but LeBron was doing most of the heavy lifting back when he was in Miami.
Damn,
Most definitely.
I didn't want to talk about my Spurs, dog.
I went to the Spurs game 2 nights
Yeah,
ago.
how was that, bro?
And it was. You
Oh,
were
there,
Bro.
They were.
I was literally, when I saw your
Okay,
snap story, I think I was sitting right
Oh, yeah.
above him, bro.
I saw your snap and I saw yourself. I was like, bro, y'all have to be on the same
I-
side.
Yeah,
right above
I saw
him,
your
bro.
snap story when I got home, and I was
Same. I was like, what? I was
bro,
right
I would've met
above him.
Yeah, so my brother-in-law works for Frost Bank, and Frost Bank's like the official partner for the Spurs or whatever.
Yeah.
So we went to like the box seat for Frost, bro. It was like catered food, free.
Oh,
drinks,
they were living nice.
everything,
We
bro.
were in the balcony.
Yeah. But low-key, I could have got y'all in, like
What?
if I would have seen y'all, bro.
Dang, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was like free food, free drinks until the end of the 3rd quarter. And so me and my brother-in-law were just kept going back.
That's
kept
live.
going back. So
That's
Yeah,
live.
bro.
yeah, man. So we got blown out.
The whole energy, in
Yeah.
the Spurs stadium is just
Left.
not the same.
It's not the
Like,
same.
I mean, honestly,
doesn't
ever
feel
since the
good.
big 3 left, bro. I mean, even when Ginobili
like
left,
it's
it
depressed.
kinda-
Like it never got hype in there. The
Nah.
crowd never really got loud.
Nah.
Like
The team chemistry is absolutely terrible, bro. Like you know how like
Murray trying to be his own man.
Yeah, like you know how like Ginobili, like back in the day, like Ginobili will do like those no look passes, and like there'll be a player in the right spot.
No, yeah.
Like
I mean,
they'll be
yeah.
be doing something like that, but like not no look. Like they just look like not
it's out
on
of
the same
sync.
page.
Out of
yeah,
sync.
like
Yeah.
it's bad.
It's unfortunate because Pop is. I don't know how much longer he's got.
I mean,
At
he-
least-
they
or how long he sees himself being a
They
coach.
extended him for 3 years, but I don't see.
I
him.
mean, yeah,
He just has to retire
I mean, the
after
contract is
Spurs.
one
I don't
thing.
think
Yeah,
he
contract
can
is
leave.
one thing, but I mean, knowing Pop. I mean, not even just knowing Pop, but like once you're in a contract, I mean, just for Pop for who he is, he could just leave.
pick
if
up
he-
and leave,
yeah,
dog.
if
Yeah,
he wanted
straight
to.
up. I feel that.
He could,
yeah. But
and the Clippers, I don't see them. Okay, Kawhi's good. I'll give it to him. Paul George is overrated.
I think so.
From watching him,
I don't know how. I don't even.
He missed so many shots.
That's what I'm saying. Because if I run that game back, all I remember is just Kawhi just scoring.
Kawhi scoring. Paul George missed stuff. Lou Will, the coldest hooper in the game, the walking bucket. Lou Will had like 22, I think.
That's coming off the bench, right?
No matter where he's at, he's averaging 25 off the bench. Lou Will's crazy cold.
Damn.
So I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
I wish he was still in the Lakers.
He got drafted out of high school.
PG
right?
should have just stayed in Indiana, bro.
PG's trash.
He should have just stayed in
He's
Indiana.
overrated. I've never seen him really.
Because that was probably his best chances to get back to the finals.
I feel like honestly though, I feel like after that injury that he had, where he shattered his leg, I honestly never thought he was the same.
I vaguely see. I can vaguely see that.
It was
video
at
in my head
the USA game.
Yeah. Because there was so much hype around him with the Pacers, right? Building up, but then when he shattered his leg or broke his leg.
Who else did they have on that squad, bro? It was PG. It was George Hill. It was Hibbert.
Hibbert, yeah.
What's his name? Number 33. What's his name?
He was supposed to be a young prospect, right?
Oh no. He had been with the Pacers for a while.
33.
Yeah. Damn. I'm just good with numbers and last names, but I can't remember this dude's last name.
Oladipo was he there?
No,
that's what
he was in OKC originally.
Damn. Damn. That apparently. That dude. All I know is that dude had been with the Pacers for a while, and then PG and those other dudes came around a couple years after, and they kind of just went off. But I feel like if he had stayed there, he'd be in a better position at least. Damn. But everybody thought putting these two stars together would help. But Kawhi's I feel like Kawhi is just
Kawhi's carrying him the whole way.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think Kawhi should have stayed in Toronto? I think him personally, he just wanted to do his own thing for sure. But
I knew he wanted to go. Everyone knew he wanted to go back home.
Team wise, okay, that makes sense.
Do you see his uncle? Allegedly,
what he is asking for,
bro?
He asked for everything, arm and a leg to go to the Lakers.
Yeah, it was so Kawhi's uncle. You know Kawhi's uncle, right? He's his Kawhi's uncle's his agent. So
who is already known for doing too much.
Too much, with the Spurs, Toronto, all that. Okay, bro, this guy asked for a plane, a private jet, private or in stocks or investments.
Ownership of the
teams.
Imagine asking for ownership of the Lakers. When my son or my nephew comes, I want ownership of the Lakers. I want partial ownership.
So you wanted partial ownership and guaranteed what do you call it?
It's too many guarantees.
Endorsement money.
Asking for.
Guaranteed endorsement money.
But so the NBA did an investigation. They found out nothing was guaranteed or whatever. I don't know.
Stuff. Everything he asked for was highly illegal, and he kept asking, "Who? A private jet? Oh yeah, my guy's coming, but I need a private jet."
Dog, what?
I get to the Lakers. They got all the money in the world. Yeah. Private jet.
Nah, dog.
He's good and he's proven it, but I don't know. I wouldn't just give somebody a private jet.
Dog, I would have looked at his his counter deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I would have looked at it and have been like, nah. Go ahead and go ahead. I'll see y'all later. Dog. I'm good on that. Dang, bro.
A private jet. That's wild. Hey, but you never
I never saw him leaving the Spurs though. I never saw him leaving the Spurs.
After he wasn't playing, I was like, he doesn't want to be there. Yeah. He didn't want to be in the Spurs. Okay, at first, yes. And him wanting to leave the Spurs was the downfall of the Spurs.
Right. Yeah, most definitely.
He was supposed to be, post Big Three. He was the next thing they had it. Spurs should be good right now.
And then they had Murray.
And then, I don't know what went wrong, but something went wrong and he said, I want to leave San Antonio.
It was allegedly, so he got injured with his, quad or his knee.
Oh, because of where he went to outside sources?
Allegedly, they misdiagnosed him, then he went outside sources, and as soon as I read he went to an outside source instead of trusting the team doctor.
Yeah, that's what created the separation. That's over. Yeah.
Why can't you just say okay, the team doctor was wrong, got my outside source? Why is that such a? I don't get why that would be such a.
He's just trying to truly figure out what's wrong with him. So if I was injured, I'd be trying to truly figure out what's wrong with me. You know what I'm saying?
So you get a second source, but why does that mean I don't like this whole Spurs of organization?
Organization.
Fire the doctor. If the doctor did his job wrong, which is always possible, which is always a possibility.
Most definitely.
Why just like, okay, I got my second opinion, which is really what's wrong. Fix it, keep moving forward.
Yeah,
and if anything, just get your second opinion, then come back and then be like, okay, this is what they told me, but they took it. I think the Spurs just took it the wrong way. They took it the wrong way,